Hi guys, so today I have Diamond Press's Happy Glamper stamp and die kit to share with you guys. I will say they did bring this to HSN ahead of the May 12th craft day, and they did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And the links I have in the description box are possibly embedded in the video here, excuse me, are the very top of the description kind of box area. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like to. Again, it'll pop you right over there. And yeah, thanks so much for the support, guys. Look how cute. I can see that already. There's like a little trailer, which I always love. Super cute. You have your cutting folder for the marquee. Again, if you don't have a marquee, you can put that to the side for something else. I showed you in a video before how to use this for like a little stamping platform, and that was an idea I got from my subscribers. So thank you guys. Sharing that. They're like, oh, you know, you can do this. I'm like, okay, I'll try and show that in a video soon. And finally got around to that. So we have the dies. We have a stamp sheet with a little extra set right here. All right, so you have your little camper, of course, super cute, your trailer with the die. You have the stamp of the tent with the die, and then cute little like string of lights, and looks like a potted plant, things to make it, I guess, a little homey, you know, with your camping there. Some other potted plants here with the dies, the cute little fire, and then like tassels and pennants and maybe a little rug. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. A little bike, how cute, with the little basket, and then the dies to go with that. Some little like pillows, a little basket, a little stick with like a little marshmallow on it, facing either way for your little fire there. Maybe, what is that? It looks like a little terrarium, maybe? Like a little decor item. Lantern, the thermos and the cup, that is so cute. Or maybe if you're glamping, right, you have your little wine and a wine glass, and those are all stamps and dies, right? And then the little like bistro set there, camping set. Florals with the dies. You have your moon and stars. Those are all just dies here, and then these are like little icon, you know, stamps. And then you have your sentiments. So you can pause there. And I'm sorry, I know lighting gets crazy when the paper's just white like that. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Home is where you park it. Life is better around the glamp fire. That's so cute. Our life, home away from home. Or a little, excuse me, our little home away from home. My goodness. And then just how they might use that there. Very cute. And so, you know, we saw these stamps there. And just to give you an idea, I always like to give you a measure on some of the dies. Usually it's because they're oversized or something like that, so you know you have a machine that will cut them. I love that whole like sentiment there. But for this one, it's just to kind of give you an idea how big these items are. So little camper is like 3 1/4 by just over 2 inches, I would say. And then everything else is about that size or a little bit smaller. So let me think what I want to do with this set, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I grabbed some of the new summer colors of the adhesive papers. We're gonna make a background first, and then we will go from there. I'll say this set really pairs real well with the Starry Sky set. I mean, actually, I have the card right here. How cute would that be? Honestly, I can just pop one of these little guys on here and I'm good to go, right? Why not? But I'm gonna do a little something different today. So let's see. I'm trying to think about what I want to do with this background. I grabbed some blue and green and yellow so I can just make like a little background. So this guy, 5 3/8, 4 1/8. You don't have to use the whole thing if you want to save some paper. I mean, you can just do the area that's I'm going to show. You can definitely take that star die and cut out, you know what I'm saying, place it here and there wherever you want and cut your own little stars out. But what I'm going to do very easily, actually, I should have done it like a decal, like I said. You can just take a little bit of it off at a time. But that wasn't too bad, huh? I think that's pretty squared up. Okay. With this piece, I'm still going to cut at 5 3/8. Yes. Okay, that scared me. I was like, wait, that's too much. 5 3/8. In this direction actually doesn't matter. I'm not going to do that yet. What I'm going to do is just take some scissors and cut it kind of like in a fun way. So you know, kind of thinking about how big the little trailer is. What would make sense, you know? Maybe something like that. Just kind of going with the flow, just making like a little hill. You can say that clearly for something else. And then I'm going to run through a few stars and the moon from that yellow paper. Cute. I mean, that really looks like something, right? And if you want to do two of these, maybe do the other one, but cutting a little higher up and then a different kind of swoop there. And then this guy, I'll cut out, what's it, moon yellow, but maybe it shouldn't be yellow too, but usually that's kind of associated with being more like a white or light blue or something silvery, right? But that's okay. So yellow, and then several stars. So I'll just run this through to have a few stars and one moon. Okay, so you can definitely stamp your sentiment there if you want. I mean, this little guy's gonna be like probably here. I'm trying to think of where I want to put. I might put my little sentiment up here. I was thinking about stamping it. Okay. So if that's the case, then I want to put like my little moon and stars on this opposite side. Cute. And again, they're both, you know, the moons and the stars are the same color, but if you want, obviously cut them from different colors. They're very matchy-matchy right now. Okay, I'm going to pop these on here. Just wherever. I'll be right back. Yes, I'll put that to the side for now. And then this guy, I'm going to stamp our little camper. Also, you can deck it out, do all kinds of things. There are stamps that are just like little stars that you can add, maybe with some gold, you know, embossing powder or gold ink with clear embossing powder, things like that. I'm going to put this on a stamping platform just in case I need to stamp it twice so it's nice and clear. And I actually have the Today Special here with me, so I'm going to use those markers, alcoholic markers, to color this. So let's put that there, give myself some space for the die just in case. And what I'll do for you guys is go ahead and use the ink that comes in that kit, because people were curious when I did my live if this is a hybrid ink or how, so we will see. Feels really nice. I can see that it's coating that really nicely. Just in case I had to stamp it twice, I wanted to get it on this. You can see where I missed a little bit at the top there. And then get this little hitch thing a little darker. Ooh, so nice. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up. If you're using a hybrid ink and you're gonna use alcoholic markers, this is not alcoholic marker paper, I will say. This is just a scrap of paper because I figured I wasn't gonna do that much coloring. You're gonna let it dry, because if you don't, you go in, it says non-smudge, but yeah, when it's dry, okay? So you don't wanna go in and just start using it super quickly. So I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. I mean, it doesn't take that long. And I'll be back. While it's taking a moment to dry, I'll stamp my little sentiment, and I thought for my husband, I'll do this. Thank you for making me one happy Glamper, which is definitely what I am when we take the RV out. It's like you didn't even leave home, you know? So let's put this here. Actually, I can cut it from this piece. Okay, let's do that. I usually like to stamp on a piece that's like nice and straight, so I know I already have a straight area, but that's okay. All right, so I'm just gonna stamp that with some black ink, and I'll be right back. The same black ink. All right, looks great. I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I do have my today's special here with the markers. I'm gonna use the alcohol ink markers. I just realized I just had done a live on these, and I don't think I talked about these markers very much. That's all right. So we have water-based markers, and again, you can use them to color these in. A lot of times with this, I'll just kind of put some on like a plastic or even an acrylic block or something, and then just pick it up with a water brush, and then you can watercolor with them. And that's what I like to do with water-based markers for the most part. Well, I'm gonna hold that right there. And then this, let's see, just a little bit here and there. So maybe on the inside, the little lights. I'm just gonna use medium and light of this dandelion color, and maybe just come in here, put the medium color there, and maybe a little bit here. And then take the light. We do have a brush nib, and they have your bullet nib. Great for different situations. Small pieces, of course, small areas. You want to use that bullet nib. Okay, just in there. And then, I mean, there's not too much going on other than, my little camper here. Maybe I want to look a little bit, let's say a little Airstream. Airstream is just very slick though. But if you want to make it look like aluminum or something, maybe you use the gray. So I think I'm going to go just with the dark gray. Let's see how dark it is. Okay. Yeah, so very little. Put some on here. Oop. Ooh, actually that's a good situation to show you what I'm going to do right now. And then, so there's a little bit dark. And just here and there. I got some out of my coloring area. So anyhow, should I bring the light into? I was just going to do dark and medium, but you know what? I think I'll finish it off with the light. Oh, there I go again. I'm getting some on the outside. So let's do that. So I just went from the dark to the medium, and I'll do light. And again, you always try to take in the color from dark into pulling it from the darker areas, right? So I'm kind of starting here and pulling that color in. Yes, I'm going back and forth, but trying to get it from here mostly. A lot of times I do leave some white areas too, just to look a little more cartoony, but it's whatever you want. Softening that line there. Okay, what I was going to do, actually, I didn't get the medium on there, I just went from dark to light, is take this blender and get rid of that. Now it's very slight, this little bump right here, but what you can do with the blender is either just use the bullet nib part of it and just hold it there. You're supposed to soak the back of your paper, just but again, this is not alcoholic marker paper, so I don't want to mess with too much. You can just erase like this. I'm just going back and forth, or just hold it there, like just hold it down like that, and it'll push the color to the back, and that is how you end up erasing. And then on the back side it'll be much darker, right? It came through here. So I had a little there, I had a little here, and don't do too much because then it'll start leaching into your actual colored area, and then it just looks kind of messy, so just be careful with that. I suppose this is like a little silvery hubcap. I'm just going to use one color, which I think is the light. Yeah. Okay, just very simple. I'll do the little drapes and then the door. I mean, maybe a red door. I don't think that's anything that you've seen out in nature, but that's what I'll do. I'll be right back. So that is that for this one. You know what, let me cut this out because I think this was straight, but it's not straight anymore. These were straight lines and I didn't realize that. So actually I'll just cut it here. We'll deal with that in a moment. And then this guy, just trying to see if you can see perfectly or not. You have a pretty good idea where you're cutting. Now, I mean, I do like to have more of an exact idea though. So actually I have this little scrap. Actually, nope, no. Let's use that, but that doesn't make much sense. Let me grab some other scrap of paper here. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to make a little window so you can see what you're doing. So you just take that, like a scrap of paper that's either the same size or maybe a little bit smaller even actually would be better. And find a flat area of the die. That was not the best placement. Run it through. And if you are going to do a drop shadow, you can definitely run this through the drop shadow color that you wanted to do, because that way you're not wasting this. Some people just hold on to these for the next time and the next time they use it, which is always great. Sorry, I'm still close, I just noticed. But you take that and you just lift this up. Don't remove it. Just lift it up so you can see where it's cutting. That looks pretty good, right? So let it drop back down. The reason I was saying that wasn't the best placement is because I usually try to let that touch the project a little bit at least. Hope that doesn't move too much. Maybe there. You want to get a couple points of contact. I'm going to put another one from this piece here. Okay, and run that through, and you should have a much better idea where you're cutting, and it should come out really nicely for you. Ooh. And of course you have all the accoutrement to go with your little scene. This is just kind of a quick idea. Look how cute. And then I'll have my little sentiment here. So let me clean up a little bit and I'll be right back. And I have my little sentiment. Like I said, I'm just going to trim it down. You can, if you have a die to run it through however you want. And I'll matte layer that too. So when I come back, we'll just stick that down. I kind of just, eyeballed that, and I think it came up pretty straight. So I'm just going to matte layer it. And I usually eyeball that too. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to glue these guys together. And I think I'm just going to glue it down flat and then put the little camper on dimensionals. So cute. I was going to put it up here and I thought maybe I should move this little guy. Yeah, there we go. A little further down, like here. And then that will be covered up. A little scratch I made myself there. Okay, and let me put some dimensionals on the back of this other little guy. And I will be right back. Okay, guys. I'm going to pop that there. Oh, it looks so sweet. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links as appropriate. Again, generally not in the description box for HSN. They're usually embedded in the video, but at the very top of the description box also, they should be there. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.